I don't give a shit about your 1500 SAT score. Eat under 1500 calories a day, and then I'll be impressed. If you treat her better than she treats you, she'll get bored. Don't just give her your attention. Make her earn it. She's not your co-pilot. She's your flight attendant.
Live from Philadelphia, your man, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 416th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. It is Wednesday, February 27th, 2019. I can't believe February is almost over with. As usual, we are multicasting to multiple YouTube channels, multiple Facebook pages, and Twitter. So wherever you are, and however you are watching or listening or accessing the show, thank you for making the Sharpe reality a part of your day. Okay, let's get right to it. Taking the red pill is the single most important thing that a man living in the Western Hemisphere can do for himself. Once he completely unplugs from the Matrix, he sets his mind to working on building a strong mind and body, getting his financial house in order, depedestalizing women, and of course, improving himself in ways that increase his value, sexual market value or otherwise. Be that as it may, the red pill doesn't always go down so easily. Some men fight against it, some men flat out deny its existence, and some men even try to spit it back out, hoping to sort of wake up back in the Matrix so he doesn't have to wrap his head around difficult truths. But what he doesn't realize when he tries to spit that red pill back out is that once he is made aware of the truth, he's changed forever, whether he likes it or not. Now, the reason for this is that once the male mind is exposed to red pill truth, it's incapable of flushing it out because the truth has always been staring him in the face. We all know that living the red pill life provides a sustainable quality of life for men over a prolonged period of time. We all know that. But all of that begins by simply making a man aware of what he already suspects. Once that dormant part of his brain, the dormant part of his masculine hard drive that's telling him something is amiss, once that is awakened by the truth, there's no turning back. Some things cannot be unseen, guys. And the truth about what's really going on in the sexual marketplace happens to be one of them. Now, red pill awareness, like most radical changes in life, has its stages. The first stage is shock. Now, this is what happens when you see websites that explain things like hypergamy, which states that all females are hardwired to consolidate or get with the highest value males available to her, regardless of her relationship status. That's a shocking fact. Wait, you mean to tell me that my wife is still looking to upgrade even though we've been married for 6, 7, 12, 15 years? Yeah, that's right. This is just how they are. You watch podcasts that tell you never to get married because women treat it more like a lottery ticket than an actual relationship. The next stage is anger, which happens almost immediately after the shock wears off. What happens in the anger phase, guys, is that you become extremely angry with women. You become very angry at your parents. You're angry at the world because you now realize that not only have you been sold a bad bill of goods, you've been given defective tools to effectively attract the opposite sex. That's a rude awakening. When you realize that treating females like princesses before they have actually proven themselves to be worthy of that princess treatment, you get pissed. Your whole life, you've been told how to be successful with women and how to find love, and figuring out that you've been lied to since you were a kid, you get pretty angry. Now, if you do make it out of the anger phase, Euphoria is the next stage. Knowing that there are other like-minded men out there who understand exactly what you've gone through and are able to articulate how to overcome your faulty programming and dominate life, this gives you a sense of elation like you've never felt, guys. You start making plans to get yourself into the best shape of your life. You start making moves to own your own online business so you can quit your job and be as mobile as you want to be. You start researching other countries to live in because as soon as your business takes off, you're leaving the country. You're leaving the US. All of these things give you a sense of being reborn. And I'm telling you guys, it is something like you've never experienced in your life. I remember when I found the red pill. I will never, ever forget. You guys know the story. I was in an inconsequential 3-week relationship with a Latina she was a Mexican girl who was a 5. She had really bad breath, but she had really large breasts. Lasted for 3 weeks. I decided, okay, this chick is a low-quality female. I'm going to break up with her. Drove to her house to break up with her, and she was completely indifferent. Could not have been more, I guess, blasé about it. All right, no problem. She's somebody else's problem now. Well, I was on the phone with a friend of hers later that day, and she said, yeah, Susie's doing well. Strong voice. Everything is good. She's getting ready for her date tonight. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Did you say date? She's like, yeah. Yeah, Susie's getting ready to go out on a date. So I was confused at that time. I said, wait a minute. This girl told me she loved me after a week and a half. Why in the world would she be out on a date after just hours after I dumped her? I was the center of this girl's universe, she used to tell me. Well, the very next day at work, I don't know how I got away with this. The very next day at work, I Googled, why do girls get over breakups so easily? And that was the start. That is when I found the red pill. Guys, after a week and a half, I was filled with an unbridled joy. And I remember outside, like there used to be a smoking area. And for whatever reason, they had like an outdoor track that you could walk around, I guess, and it was, of course, it was covered because it's 174 degrees in Vegas during the summertime. I found the red pill in August, right? Landed in July, got the found the red pill in August, and I'm walking around and I'm so excited. Man, I'm gonna visit this country. I'm gonna visit that country. I'm gonna add 8 new notches a month. I mean, I had all these plans, workout plans, everything. I was excited because I felt like I was reborn. I got a new lease on life. Well, the next phase is gluttony. Now, this phase completely engulfs you because now you are spending countless hours consuming so much red pill related material that your brain hurts and your eyes burn from reading articles and watching videos, but you cannot stop. You're up until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because you cannot get enough. Again, I experienced this my first week and a half. I was up till 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5 a.m. Just, dude, consuming the rational male. returnofkings.com. I mean, I was a sponge. I was ready for the red pill when I found it. Then you hit the addiction phase. You find that you can't go more than a few hours without going to the rationalmale.com, themanmindset.com, illimitablemen.com, and now I guess in your case, donovansharpe.com, or really any of the other 47 book sites you've bookmarked. You check these pages every hour on the hour, looking for that next hit like you're a crackhead. It's like you're looking to score your next hit. The next phase is application. This is where you start honing your newfound red pill awareness. You're lifting heavy. You're eating clean. You're taking up productive hobbies, jiu-jitsu, boxing, some sort of fighting discipline. You've taken the first few steps in starting your own business by getting an LLC. You're talking to other men in the red pill community about maybe becoming an expat, like Modern Life Dating, Kyle Trouble. You're getting your shit together. What's also happening is that you're not watching as much TV or wasting as much time on social media anymore because you just don't have the time anymore. You'd rather be deadlifting. You'd rather be working on your business. You'd rather be working on lowering your living expenses so you can save more money. Anything but watching mindless entertainment on TV or wasting hours and hours liking pictures of girls who you know you're never going to sleep with. You're working on yourself. Now, the final stage is congruency. The red pill at this point is no longer an idea. It's who you are. You're in better shape. You've done a little bit of traveling and you plan to do more. Your financial outlook has certainly improved. At this point, you're hooking up with 6s, maybe the occasional 7 pretty consistently. That's not where you want to be, but you know that you're headed in the right direction. At this point, you know that it's only a matter of time before you're in the best shape of your life. You have the money to quit your job, move abroad, and live the life you want, and be up to your eyeballs in pretty girls who fight for the privilege of spending time with you. Thanks to your red pill renaissance, life is pretty damn good, and it's only going to get better from here. So long as you stay the course. Well, there's a downside to this. Unfortunately, a lot of men who find the red pill end up stuck in a phase and never get unstuck. This drives them into a deeper depression and frustration and manifests itself into an even more miserable existence than they experienced before they found the red pill. And I'm going to tell you what that phase is right after the break. We'll be right back.
The Donovan Sharpe mobile app is finally here. You can schedule and pay for consultations, buy TSR merchandise, read Donovan's books, make donations, and much more. And you can do it all right from the app. The Donovan Sharpe mobile app is available to patrons only. You won't find it at the App Store, the Google Play Store, or anywhere else. Get your hands on the first and only mobile app in Manosphere history. Download the Donovan Sharpe mobile app today.
Get your official TSR gear at the Donovan Sharpe merchandise store. T-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and much more. New styles and items are added every month. You can look good and support the show by repping TSR Towers. Go to donovansharpe.com/merch, or you can buy TSR gear right from the Donovan Sharpe mobile app. Welcome back to the 416th edition of TSR Live. It is good to have you guys in tonight. Be sure to tune into TSR Primetime later on at 5:30 Eastern on donovansharpe.com or the Donovan Sharpe mobile app. Follow and like me on Facebook and Twitter. Just search Donovan Sharpe on either platform. If you have the Donovan Sharpe mobile app, be sure to add me on Instadon. Be sure to subscribe to my weekly newsletter to stay in the know on all things Donovan Sharpe. Being on my email list also comes in handy in the event that I get deplatformed here or anywhere else. Not going to blow up your inbox, guys. Do not worry about that. But if you do not want to miss anything, you need to subscribe to the weekly TSR newsletter. All right, let's hit the chat and see who is in the house. See who is in TSR Towers. All right. Shout out to Mr. Mink, Mike Shinnery, Winston Wolf, Spins with a Z. Winston Wolf says, red pill masturbation is like one-itis. It is not mutual, and it is all in your... I think he meant to put natural. It is not natural, and it's all in your head. Once you've hammered your basic principles, and stop consuming that much and start applying. Could not agree more. A lot of guys guilty of red pill masturbation. Fortunately for me, I didn't go through that stage. I was ready. I could not wait to get out and start running game on girls. I could not wait. Steve Stevenson says, this show is for me. I'm stuck and pissed off. Well, Uncle Donovan is here to get you unstuck. So don't touch that dial. Do we even say don't touch that dial anymore? Ryan Sullivan with the Hispanic greeting says, hola. BK from the Rockies is in the house. Josh Sugg. Fernando Trejo. Kyle Mitchell is in the gym listening. That's a better place. Kyle Mitchell is usually at work listening to the show. And I'm afraid that Kyle Mitchell is going to call in one day. He's going to be like, Donovan, I got fired. I'm be like, why? What happened? They caught me listening to your show on the company Wi-Fi. Be careful, Kyle. Be very careful. Yosef Israel is in the house. He's not late this time. Kyle Mitchell says, I am full of pre-workout and my central nervous system is activated. My central nervous system. I have never done pre-workout before. Like, I bought like a Ronnie Coleman pre-workout. I didn't really like the way it made me feel. It was way too much caffeine. But I'm going to tell you what, man. Like, I've heard of guys getting addicted to pre-workout. And I think to myself, if guys are getting addicted to it, it must be pretty damn good. So I don't know. We'll see what's happening. Oh, Winston Wolf says he meant mutual, as in people you interact with do not share your massively improved imaginary feeling. Okay, very good. I stand corrected. Winston Wolf did mean mutual. Good comment there. Mr. E1976 is in the house. Good to see you in here. Antonio Catan says, having my red pill dose. I think he meant to say dose for the day. If you meant to say dose, please do not speak millennial. I do not understand it. Kyle Mitchell says you cannot believe in Santa Claus again after you know the truth, even if the gifts are still appearing under the tree. That's a good analogy. That's a very good analogy. Charles Caballero says, step 1 to improve yourself, hit the gym. Dude, Charles is so strong, he is lifting women up above his head. Now, part of the strength comes from, of course, the strength of Charles Caballero. The other part of his strength comes from the TSR, the official TSR t-shirt that he sports when he lifts said women. Joby Blogs is in the house. Good to see you in here. Dino says many red pill theories are instinctive. Men just choose to ignore them based on the society demands. 100% true. 100% true. Men, we're all born with living the red pill life, having game. It boils down to this. You just can't be afraid to be a man. That's what it is. This is what it is. But being a man has been trained out of us for so long, we forget how to be men. We forget how to be masculine men. Very, very good comment there by D Nose. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Tuckman Clan Killer 187 says Donovan is our savior. No, Donovan is not your savior. You are your savior. I'm just the guy that helps you get there. Brother Buck says, ask Amazon, and then he says the name because I've got one here, to play African American trivia and gangster trivia both free. I created them. Thank you. Okay. Well, there's a shameless plug there by Brother Buck, whom I've never seen in here before. And of course, I took the bait and mentioned it on the air, so you're gone. Don't come in here advertising your nonsense. Donnie Hayes, I think, is Donnie Hayes double dipping? Is Donnie Hayes double dip? Wait, hold on. Yeah, Donnie Hayes is double dipping. He was in one chat room, and now he was in the gated community, and now he's out here with the common folk. Winston Wolf says he's gonna bootleg him some TSR shirts for me back here in Romania. I've been tagging the logo on the whiteboard in my office. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. The last Leroy Green, the last dragon. That's interesting. Leroy! Kiss my Converse. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, who's going to be making an appearance on TSR Primetime at the bottom of the hour. Stay tuned for that. Slim Shady says, Donovan, how to avoid dates and sleeping with girls. Please tell me if there is any secret. Yeah, DonovanSharpe.com/consults, my friend. That is an extremely extensive answer. Trav Hawkins is in the house. Danny Piccini says, I have Donovan, Entrepreneurs and Carls, and Alpha Male Strategies, and Kevin Samuels to thank for it all. Good stuff, man. Dramatic Irony says, I'm listening to this on the company Wi-Fi too. Maybe I should stop. I work at a corporate office. Man, I'm trying to tell you. You better get on your company's data. Do not listen. This is NSFW, right? Even though I'm not going to swear on TSR Live anymore, even though I'm not going to have the lewd imagery of my girlfriend on the show anymore, guys, you can't listen to this stuff at work. It doesn't work that way. They do one Google search of Donovan Sharpe, and you're getting a summons from the HR cow. Hefty Heather is what we used to call her. And I'm not kidding. We used to call her Hefty Heather because she was fat. Ryan Sullivan says he's been addicted to pre-workout stuff. You have to cut that stuff every so often so it stays effective. I just don't know what pre-workout is, man. I don't know what it is. We'll see what happens. Mostly's in the house. James Martinez says he loves pre-workout. All right, James, listen, the next time we talk, you got to tell me what it is. Listen, James, you've got my personal cell phone number, man. Hit me up and let me know what's up. Good stuff. It is good to have you guys all in here on a Wednesday. Pardon me. So, before the break, I told you guys that there is a phase that a lot of men who find the red pill find themselves stuck in and ends up inflicting even more damage, and that, of course, is the anger phase. Men who are trapped in the anger phase are in what I like to call red pill purgatory. They fully understand and accept the hard truths about today's sexual marketplace. But they've become so angry at women that they stagnate and devolve instead of evolving. Being angry feels good to men like this. They've been screwed over long enough, it's time for them to fight back. They vent their frustration on message boards, websites, YouTube videos. Then they start trolling females on social media by calling them names, threatening their lives, telling them about the bad things they're going to do to them. And then it escalates even more. And they start trolling guys like myself, Rollo Tomasi, Steve the Dean, Ryan Stone, Anthony Johnson, Roosh, and any other Red Pill content creator they can find. Then they fall into the MGTOW category. The juice isn't worth the squeeze, they say to themselves. But deep down, they know that they still want the juice. And that is what's really pissed them off, guys. These guys continue this downward spiral. And at some point, they become so mired, so embedded and engulfed in anger that they end up doing nothing but complaining and taking no action. These guys love to sit around and talk about how women are this and women are that, and how women need their rights taken away, and about how we need to go back to the 50s. But they never realize that they're not doing anything to improve themselves because they've been angry for so long, they have no intention to. Again, keep in mind, this is subconscious, gentlemen. They don't know what's happening in their minds. They don't. All they know is that they're pissed off and they want to blow off steam. That's it. The problem is blowing off steam is their end game, and they don't even know it because they're acting on emotion and emotion alone. So at the bottom of the hour on TSR Primetime, which airs at 5:30 Eastern on DonovanSharpe.com, Kevin Samuels is going to join me to discuss why there are a growing number of men who do nothing but complain and why they need to wake up and start taking action. All right, let's check the chat one last time. 97 people watching. Let's see if we can crack 100 here within the next couple of minutes or so. Clayton Kuiper says, yeah, AMS, Alpha Male Strategies, led me to the Red Pill, and then O'Shea, who led me to Donovan, and the sky's been the limit a whole year since I've taken the Red Pill. Absolutely. Absolutely. Danny Piccini says, no need for pre-workout, strong cup of coffee, be good enough. Yeah, I mean, dude, I drink a strong cup of black coffee every morning. Dramatic Irony says, I'll start using my data. I make good money, and I'm not trying to lose my job over Red Pill content. Hell no. Hell no. Kyle says, I don't have to work until Friday. I listen to AMS and Donovan with no fear at the crib. Hell yeah. Eugene Turner says, work out and love yourself. Eugene, I'm going to time you out. Not because I don't like you, but that love yourself stuff, that is feminine. Dude, I don't need somebody to tell me to, no, I don't need to love myself. I need to lift weights. I need to learn game. I need to stack cash. Donovan loves Donovan some Donovan, right? If you internalize Red Pill game, if you lift weights, you stack cash, you get good with women, you save money, you're going to love yourself. I don't need that feminine rhetoric. This ain't chicken soup for the soul, my man. I appreciate the comment, and I understand that you meant well, but I'm not having that. I don't need chicken soup for the soul stuff in there. Love yourself. Get out of here with that. I say that, of course, out of love. But I'm serious. Don't say stuff like that in the chat. That love yourself stuff. Ugh. That sounds like Iyanla and Oprah. Oh, you have to love your dude. Like, what does that even mean? Right? Kyle says that oh, wait a minute. The Black Crow says that pre-workout stuff is not good for you. You're better off with 2 bananas before your workout. You know what, man? I've really been having severe abdominal cramps when I work out. And I've tried, I think I think it might have a hernia. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Sika Music says, breakfast and Donovan Sharpe. Big ups from Australia. Good to see you in here. Dimitri Watt says, 2 bananas and water and you're good. Okay. Kyle says, pre-workout is awesome, but you cannot use it for more than 8 weeks at a time. I also use BCAAs, BCAAs. Dramatic Irony says, MGTOWs are mostly incels, let's be honest. Yes. Well, here's the thing. Most MGTOWs are incels masquerading as MGTOWs. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi, the godfather of the Manosphere. I almost said grandfather. Rollo says, if we took away women's rights and it all worked out, MGTOWs would still lack the social skills to get laid. Bingo. Luigi Conti agrees. James Martinez says, pre-workout can have 450 plus milligrams of. Ugh. Holy smokes. Yeah, hey, J-Mart, we got to talk. We got to talk, man. Dre Henley says the Donovan Sharpe app is so cool. Everybody in this room should be on it. I wholeheartedly agree. Rolo Tomasi says the spark equals guy I want to bleep 5 minutes after meeting him. I'm trying to keep it PG. Hellfighter says shout out from Canada. Kyle says if I have a hernia, I will know. I'm going to have to do some Google searching. I'm going to have to do some Google searching. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Live. Make sure you subscribe to my weekly newsletter and be sure to tune into TSR Primetime in just a few minutes on DonovanSharpe.com with special guest Kevin Samuels. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.